My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our bets, we give you our picks, and we give you our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And this video is brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. It is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. Next up, at UFC 272, we have Marina Rodriguez versus Xiaonan. Marina Rodriguez is 15-1 overall, 3-1-1, coming off a great win over Mackenzie Dern. Xiaonan is 13-2 overall. She's 4-1 in her last five, taking a year-long layoff after losing to Carla Esparza. Not a full year, but pretty long layoff in almost a year.
They both lost to Carla.
Carla beats everybody. Every time you've seen me break down Carla, I pick her. I picked her against Yan as well. I mean, people just write her off because of some of her losses, but look who she lost to. But that's not who we're breaking down.
She can out-wrestle you. She's going to win.
Exactly. Marina Rodriguez is the real deal. She's a very good boxer. She's got solid speed and power. If you want to see her power, just go back a few fights and watch her flatline Amanda Ribas. If you want to see her...
Whoa! I know you added that as a personal dig towards me. I do not appreciate that. I'll walk off the show.
Adios. If you want to see her power, go back and watch her flatline Amanda Ribas.
Don't say it again.
If you want to see her improve takedown defense, go watch that fight against Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern only got 1 of 8 takedowns, so Marina Rodriguez defended.
But she's awful at takedowns.
She is awful at takedowns, but it doesn't matter. Marina defended 7 of 8. She's also awful at striking. Mackenzie Dern's awful. Marina Rodriguez defended 7 of 8 takedowns there. But prior to that, she does have losses to Carla Esparza and Cynthia Calvillo, where she was taken down and controlled for 3 rounds. But Marina Rodriguez is a complete fighter. She can grind you out, knock you out, or submit you. Xiaonan is a very good boxer with well-timed strikes. She's got very clean technique, but she does not shy away from a dirty fight, and she is willing to bang. Outside of that loss to Carla Esparza, where she was just taken down and dominated from there, she does have her own dominant run in the UFC. She has wins over Claudia Gadelha, Karolina Kowalkiewicz, and Angela Hill. And for the most part, she keeps fights standing and outstrikes her way to a decision. But she did get 5 of her own takedowns against Karolina. And if that tells me anything, it's that her fight IQ is through the roof. She was like, well, this is a really good striker, so I'm not going to play that game. Let me just get some takedowns in. And she may go that path here against Marina. And this is a really tough pick. Like, those odds are insane. They're ridiculous odds. These might be the most ridiculous ones on the card. The recency bias on both of these women is way too high, because Marina looked amazing against Mackenzie Dern, but she pieced Mackenzie Dern apart in the striking, and she's a miserable striker. And then Yan looked terrible against Carla Esparza, but Carla Esparza is an absolute wrestling beast who hasn't lost since 2018. So I do think Marina should win this fight, because I think she's just the better striker, and we do have striker versus striker here. And while Yan has had a lot of success with the grappling in isolated fights, I don't think she'll have enough against Marina. So I do like Marina to win here, but she should be like a -120 favorite, not a -280 favorite, because Yan could execute a wrestle heavy game plan and try to get that done. Marina's the more powerful striker. I think she's faster, but Yan is stupid live in this fight, and I might do a +3.5 bet on her. If you don't know what that is, you buy a single round on the judges' scorecard. So with her being +230 like this, if you think this is a close fight, a 29-28 or a split decision, do a +3.5. You buy a round in the judges' scorecard. All Yan needs to do is win 1 round on her own, and you'll get paid. If she's +230 money line, those odds will probably be like +120. So you're still going to get plus money, and all she needs to do is win 1 round. They're not up. That's what I'm saying.
They're not up yet.
No, they usually drop those like Wednesday.
Whoa, sorry, bud.
Yeah, well. Anyway, you get plus money. She only needs to win 1 single round. You're only going to get those if you go to weontpicks.com/bets. We've got 5 partners. BetOnline is the one single partner that does those safety net buy a round bet. You can even sell a round if you want, which is stupid, but buy a round She's worth it. I will probably take that bet when it drops. I just got to see what the odds are. But WeWon'tPicks.com/bets for that. Jakey boy, what do you think of these two women?
I'm worried, man. I tell you what, I am worried because I don't think we've disagreed on anything up to this point. This is gonna look. We're almost to the main card. I literally think that everything you've said, I've completely agreed with. I think that these odds are crazy. I think at this, I have it highlighted in my notes that this is going to be the fight of the night. I think that this has the makings to be a fight of the night slugfest. And I agree. I think that they're so evenly matched in the striking everywhere, really. I think I agree. Marina is a little bit better kind of everywhere, and that is why she's a favorite. But those odds are crazy. If you're Yan in this matchup, it's almost like the Moroz fight, right? Where you just kind of have to avoid the big exchanges. You have to stay out of the pocket. And I know that Yan is a little bit better than Moroz as far as the power with Agapova. But I would not be in the pocket with exchanges with Marina. You got to be in and out. You're in, you boom, 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 and you're out. You cannot stay in the pocket with Marina because you saw what happened with, allegedly, it was an early stoppage with Ribas. She was fine. I mean, Ribas was fine in that matchup. She was getting ready to take Rodriguez down. They stopped the fight. I don't understand it. But Marina's got real power. And if you stay in the pocket, you're going to have issues with that real power. At the same time, I think that if Yan is able to dictate the pressure in this fight, I think that she also has a good chance. So I think it's moving forward, but it's in and out with your pressure. Your interface, you're out, your interface. That's how you win the fight. But my pick's gonna be Marina because I think she's just a little bit better. But I think this is gonna be a fight of the night. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't do this often where I'll make a pick and then at the end of the week I change it. I almost never do that. But this might be one. Not that the weigh-ins are gonna tell us much. It's not like these women struggle with the weight, but I may. I've got this right down the middle. I may change my mind here, but that's why I like the safety net bet. So once those odds drop, I will probably do a plus 3.5 on Yan because I think she's crazy live. So why not buy one round? I don't need to mess with the money line on anybody. WeOwnPicks.com/bets. Do it. I'll send you $50. Monkey knife fight. Probably more and more. I think it's a straight up war. And I hate strike lines that are around 100, but I think it's a straight up war.
I think it's a straight up war too. Even with the straight up war though, I mean, this could be like more of a power war than a volume war, which is what I would worry about in this line. But it's probably more. It's probably a safe play. I think we said more on everything.
I see a lot of decisions, even those dominant wrestlers, it's a lot of one-sided fights, but not because there's killers. The main card, I think we'll get some stoppages. But anyway, DraftKings, I think Jan's worth the $6,900. You want to get some of these giant dominant wrestlers in there? You can get a $6,900 price tag on somebody that was destroying everybody she ever fought until she fought a wrestler. I mean, if she was the favorite, if Yan Xiaonan was the favorite in this fight, everybody on YouTube breaking down fights would say that they have her winning. They would look at the odds, that would change their mind, and they would have her winning. That's how close I think this is. So $6,900, I think she's worth it in DraftKings.
I have low PTSD from $6,900 from last week because I tried to do that with Bobby Keane Green. And I put him in my lineup at the last second thinking like, oh, I can just stack up the rest of my lineup. And I think Bobby's got a real shot here.